Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share how to use a hair straightener on curly hair. I'm going to share everything step by step, and this is going to be a slightly longer video because I've explained everything in detail and a lot of prep steps too. So if you want to directly skip into the straightening part, you can skip it. I'll give a timestamp, but I would highly recommend to watch the whole video because you need to know everything. Don't just take your hair straightener and start straightening your hair without knowing what you're doing. So please watch the entire video. And just a disclaimer, I don't use a hair straightener personally. I prefer blow drying my hair because that is healthier. Unless you have very coarse hair, you live in very high humidity, or it's for a special occasion, or if you want a super smooth or long lasting results, I don't think you need a hair straightener in your life. You can just blow dry your hair and you can live with it. That looks beautiful. You can use hair straightener on few pieces which are frizzy, which don't get straightened easily, but I don't think you need to straighten each and every piece of your hair, especially on a regular basis. That's very damaging. But anyway, I will share more details in the video, so please keep watching. Step 1 is pre-shampooing, and this is the most important step. I feel I share it in all of my hair related videos. I love to hair oil my hair. You must be already knowing this if you are a regular viewer. I just feel my hair looks much healthier and smoother whenever I oil my hair before shampoo, and oiling also prevents the shampoo from drying out your hair completely, so it sort of protects your hair. The one I've been using and loving is the Kama Ayurveda Bringadi Thailam. This is an intensive hair treatment. I have some videos made on it. You can check it out if you're interested. This oil helps with hair loss, helps with premature hair graying and dandruff flakes, and it's an Ayurvedic formulation. I will leave more details about this on the screen. So what I basically do is I take a little bit of it, I massage my scalp really well with it, and in the end whatever's left on my hand I apply on my lens. Today I'm not applying a lot on my ends because I don't want to use a lot of shampoo and dry out my hair, so a little oil goes a long way. You can keep it for 20 to 30 minutes, or you can also keep it overnight. I usually keep it overnight and it works really well for me. Next step is to wash your hair with a shampoo and conditioner. I use the shampoo and conditioner from the same Bringadi range, and both are almost over. Okay, this is the one I have been using since the past few months and loving it. I have a separate review on the shampoo if you're interested. So the shampoo also helps with hair fall, dandruff, and it also improves the natural hair volume. And I love this shampoo especially for my scalp itchiness. So if I sweat a lot in the gym and all, my scalp starts itching, so this shampoo really helps with that. I love using it. I love the experience mainly of this range. Like, it's a luxurious Ayurvedic experience, and it also cleanses light oil. So I had applied little bit of this oil and it cleansed it completely. I did not have to use it twice, or I did not add any other shampoo. And if your hair is feeling very dry, then after shampoo I would recommend using a deep conditioner or a mask, especially if you're going to be heat styling your hair, because your hair needs to be well hydrated. And after that you can use a conditioner. I did not use a mask today, I directly used a conditioner. For the conditioner, again I used the same Bringadi hair conditioner. This is supposed to be strengthening and smoothing. It strengthens weak hair and helps to repair damaged hair. So whenever you are using heat styling or a straightener or something which is going to be damaging, use products that help you with the damage. Use strengthening products like this so that it helps your hair, it preps your hair better and keeps your hair healthier in the long run. Step 3 is the most important one, and that is to prep your hair. If you don't prep your hair well, you won't see the results. So for this step we use leave-in products and heat protection products. I personally love using silicone based products. So the shampoo and conditioner I used did not have silicones, and that's fine. So at least I'll try to use some kind of silicone based product as my leave-in product. And why I love using silicones is because it gives a really smooth finish. So when we heat style our hair, especially if you have curly hair, it's difficult to make it look very smooth. So silicones help you achieve that look, and it also protects your hair against the heat. So two things are really important: some sort of leave-in and heat protection. For leave-in, you can either use a leave-in conditioner or some sort of leave-in cream which is meant to be used for heat styling, like blow dry creams or something like that. If you have curly hair products, these leave-in conditioners or leave-in creams, you can technically use the leave-in conditioners, given that it doesn't have any other properties in it. It's just supposed to be conditioning. Okay, for example, True Frog leave-in conditioner, Ashba extra leave-in conditioner, you can use that, but use very little of it because the curly hair leave-in conditioners tend to be very thick and you don't want to weigh your hair down. So take the tiniest amount as possible, but don't use leave-in creams or gels that are meant for curly hair, because it's just gonna give a very messy look. It's just gonna weigh your hair down because they have additional properties in them for holding your curls, and we are not going for that natural curl look. We want a smooth result, so don't use those products, okay? Just use conditioning or smoothing products. And the second product I told you about is the heat protection. So for this you can use a heat protection spray or a serum which has heat protection properties in it. Most of the hair serums do have them, so you can use that. I personally have been loving the combo of this, so I kind of mix the Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother, this is a leave-in conditioner, and the Olaplex number 7 Bonding Oil. This is sort of like a serum and it also protects against heat. It is game changing. Now Olaplex has this bond repair properties, right, and number 3 is the best for that, no doubt. Rest of their products also have those properties and it might be doing their job thoda sa little, but I don't specifically use these two for that. I use this mainly for styling because I love how my hair looks after using it. I also use a heat protection spray sometimes. I really like this one, Sebastian Trilliant spray. You're supposed to shake it and apply it. Smells also really nice. I also really love the Toni & Guy spray. I have used it a lot in the past and then they had discontinued it for some reason and now it's back again. I don't know if the formula has changed, but the bottle looks different now. So after this gets over, I'm definitely buying that. So that is my number 1 recommendation if you want a heat protection spray, and this one is really nice, okay? So 2 recommendations. I don't always use this. Whenever I blow dry my hair, these 2 are enough for me because this does provide heat protection as well and they have silicones in them. This one I use if I'm gonna heat style a lot, or especially if you are using a straightener. This just adds extra heat protection, which I love. So now you must be wondering, like, why am I using leave-in conditioner? Like, I'm taking just a little bit, okay? A little goes a long way. If you have curly hair, take slightly more. If you have straight hair, then you can take even lesser than this. So why we use leave-in conditioner is to soften our hair. You know, curly hair is very dry, it's coarse, it's frizzy, it needs the hydration, it needs the moisturization, so we add this stuff. And I mix this one, okay? You're just supposed to tap, okay? I have the habit of doing this, and just 4 to 5 drops are enough. And I just mix it really nicely, and I start from my ends and evenly apply it. And in the end, I'm also applying it near the roots, not on the roots, just on the hair, because the entire hair length is important. And I'll also spray some heat protection. You can spray it section by section also, like when you take section for heat styling, right? That time also you can do it. That's what I do mostly if I'm using it, because I want the most heat protection, like as much as possible. And just spread it nicely. You can use a comb for this. Next step is to blow dry your hair. This is very important. Don't directly straighten your hair, and especially not on wet hair. Use a straightener only on dry hair. So why we do this step, again you may ask. So this step is so that our hair is 100% dry first of all. Then your hair is straightened, kind of straightened, okay? You don't have to make it smooth, but it's blow dry straightened, so that you get rid of the curls and kinks, because if you directly straighten on the curly hair, it's going to take much more heat to straighten it out, and that's just not necessary. You're simply spoiling your hair for no reason. Take a help of a hairdryer. Roughly straightening your hair with a hairdryer is healthier. With straightener, you're directly touching the hot metal, and the damage of that is much higher than styling your hair with hot air. So for this, you can use a traditional hairdryer with a ceramic brush. You can do this. I have a video on that. You can check it out if you're interested. Or you can use a paddle brush, or if you have a Dyson hairdryer like this, you can use this attachment, or if you have those Revlon kind of blow brushes, you can use that as well, okay? Any sort of hairdryer will work as long as you're drying your hair and you're also kind of straightening your hair. You don't have to make it very smooth, that's fine. Just roughly straighten your hair. You can if you want to, but our main goal is to get rid of the curls and kinks and at the same time completely dry the hair. And it's also important how wet your hair is when you're blow drying. So that 70% dry, 80% dry, whatever others tell you, that doesn't work for all hair types, okay? You have to customize how wet your hair is based on your hair type, okay? If you have straight hair, if you have fine hair, wavy hair, not very coarse hair, that time you can make your hair damp and you can get away with that, okay? Even if your hair starts getting dry. But if you have curly hair, if you have coarse hair, very frizzy hair, that time you may want to retain more water, because when your hair starts getting dry, the natural texture starts to appear, and you don't want that to happen. You want to blow dry it before it starts forming into its natural shape, okay? You want to manipulate it before it starts doing that, instead of telling you know, that a 70, 80 some kind of number, because that's very vague, okay? You don't know what number is what. So just remember this. I've learned this with experience. Keep your hair damp. So my hair is about, you know, this kind of damp. This is the amount at which my hair still can be manipulated with hot air. If I let it dry even more, this frizz will start to appear and it will dry. So don't let your hair dry in a frizzy shape. So that's the rule to remember. So I'm just going to use this smoothing attachment from Dyson, because this is easier than using a hair dryer, traditional hair dryer, right? Like if I have that, why would I use that? I have a video on that made 3 years ago. It was made in 2020. Now it's 2023. So you can check it out how I have used a hairdryer with a ceramic brush. If you want an updated video on that, I can make it, even though I'm not used to doing that anymore since I have the Dyson Airwrap, but I can practice for you guys. Let me know if you're interested. So basically I'll divide my hair into 4 sections. First I'll just tie it up. These clips are a lifesaver. It's from Amazon. I'll link it below if you're interested. I'll speed it up because I already have a video on how I use this attachment. So I'm done blow drying, and on normal days this is how I would keep it. I don't use a hair straightener. So next step is to use a hair straightener. Now again you may ask, my hair is already looking straight with a blow dryer and it's looking pretty good, like, okay, then why do you even need a straightener? Exactly my point, you don't need a straightener. But a straightener can be really helpful if you have very coarse hair. You might not get very smooth results with blow drying, okay? Your hair might still look poofy. So if you want a smoother look, you can take help of a straightener. If you don't like this blow dry, voluminous, airy look, I don't know why you wouldn't like that, but in that case also you can use a hair straightener. If you want your hairstyle to last very long, if you live in very high humidity, then hair straightener can be helpful. But if you already have straight or wavy hair, girl, you really don't need a hair straightener. Hair drying is much healthier for you, and it also gives a better look according to me. But we're still gonna use a hair straightener, okay? You know what, I was gonna buy a hair straightener for this video. Like last year I had added this straightener in my wish list, okay? But I kind of procrastinated because I was being confused. Then one day Nykaa sent it to me in PR and I was jumping with joy. The same straightener which I had added to my wish list, okay? This is from Philips. This is really good if you are searching for a straightener. Really good. Like my earlier one was also from Philips. It was a different model, but that was very old. Like I had got it in college time. It was still working, but I did not feel like using such an old hair straightener. Like the metals and all, like it can become bad. So I wanted a new one, and this one really works great if you have curly hair. So the earlier straightener did not have temperature options. This is my first straightener with temperature options. So I did some research. So if you have fine hair, then go with 160, the least temperature and the least damage as possible. So if you have slightly thicker curlier hair, then you can go with 180. 180 works amazing for my hair type. It's enough, it's more than enough. You don't need more than that. But if you have very coarse hair, if you want very long lasting result, then you can go with 200. But don't go more than that. I wouldn't recommend going more than that, because that's when the damage starts to happen, and you don't need that much, okay, unless you know there's some event or something. 200 is like more than enough. I used 200 few days back before going on my northeast trip, and it was so powerful. Like I tried the Dyson curls after straightening it, and it wasn't curling only because the straightening was so powerful. So yeah, 200 is more than enough. It's gonna give you wonderful results, but I wouldn't recommend 200 on a regular basis. 200 is just for once in a while, okay. I'm gonna use 200 today, even though 180 works for me because tomorrow is my birthday and I'm going all out. Sectioning is the key if you want really good results, and since it's winter time, like my heat style is looking quite good. Usually it gets frizzy really easily because it's Goa, very humid. So for straightening, right, take as small pieces as possible. So you just have to, you know, do plus plus, and it takes some seconds to stop blinking, and that's when it's heated to that temperature. Don't keep the hot tool directly on any surface, it's gonna spoil it. Use a heat protection mat or something like that. I'll again you know, divide my hair into 4 sections, but while straightening it, I'm gonna take smaller sections. Okay, so around this much section I'm gonna take, okay, for straightening, and use a small tooth comb. This is the only one I have, and just comb it properly. You can also comb and use a straightener at the same time like this. Just combing first so that there are no knots or tangles and it's completely smooth, because I'm trying to do only 1 pass, 2 pass max. Don't go more than that, it's just not required. Start at the roots and slowly come down. Can you see the dhua? Don't worry, your hair is not getting burned. It's just the products. That is it with 1 pass. 1 pass is enough. I'm not doing more than that unless I feel the need to. I don't have a mirror, like I'm just looking at the viewfinder, so don't mind if I'm being messy. Like near your ears, be careful, okay? You don't want to burn your ears. If you don't like pin straight look, you can also curl it. Sometimes the section gets really hot, okay? So don't touch it. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Shut up and bend over. Don't mind me, it's my birthday eve. Yesterday was my birthday eve. Ooh, see? I don't like pin straight looks. So when you take this section, okay, just go as slow as possible. If you go quickly, then it might not work perfectly and you might want to go again. So just avoid doing more than 1 or 2 passes. If you miss any section, then feel free to go over it. Like curled look. I'm gonna keep it behind. Don't let water touch it. Common sense, but yeah. Also, when you are straightening each section, right, you can use the heat protection again. How I distinguish between done pieces and non-done pieces is the placement. Like whatever pieces are done, I just keep them behind. Bye. Next piece. The top section I may keep for longer because my crown area gets frizzy really quickly. I'm not ruining my ends even more, and already the ends are very damaged, so I don't want to make them go through stuff. It needs a lot of patience, okay? Like I don't have the patience. Like straightening each and every piece of your big hair of head is patience ka kaam. I'm spraying the most on my ends, the heat protection spray, because they need it the most. I'm just going randomly over some sections, which is not required, but you know, why not? Yeah, see it? See how straight it's looking? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think this suits me, you know. I need some sort of dance happening, some sort of curls, waves. I'm a wifey. Okay, enough blabbering. I have the most energy during January. It's my Janamadina. It shouldn't bend, you know, your hair should not bend. It should be smooth. That's why you should use a comb like this and keep it straight. Have some tension. Let me just check in the mirror real quick before I embarrass myself. So once you are done, take a quick look at your entire hair. Look in the mirror, tell someone to look for you, look behind. For me, right, mostly behind have little kinks because these parts get missed for me. I just did a quick pass randomly. Just take a quick pass. If you see any frizzy sections, you know what to do. Just run it over on those sections. The thing is, I keep cutting my own bangs and they don't look perfect anymore. Yeah, this is the finished look. But no, wait, we are not done. So the last step is to seal it all in, add some sort of shine, and to protect your hair against the environmental damage and things like that, add a serum. You can also use lightweight oils or any serum which you have. Just take like 2 to 3 drops. With this one, it goes a long way. Spread it. First, put it on the ends roughly, and then the mids. When you barely have anything left, then you can do this. Don't put too much here because then it will look chipku. I look like a different person, not farsand. Person. So this is the finished result. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.